Hanji, a very important topic. Um, it's about Sutak. Sutak, I don't know how many of you guys know about this word. Sutak is associated, it's kind of a very old term in the villages, and I should not even only say in the villages, everywhere in the olden times, this practice is still practiced at some places, but there was a ritual which all Hindus and Sikhs they used to do it. The practice was that when somebody dies in your house, and then you basically go to the funeral, and when you come back from the funeral, everybody takes a bath. They kind of purify the house. Uh, Same thing happened when the baby is born, because in those days, in the villages and all, right, the hospitals were not there. Basically, everything used to happen at the residence. So then also they used to call, oh, the sutak has come, both in the time of the death and the birth. And sutak literally means kind of an impurity. That impurity, some kind of impurity has come in the house. So it was like a such a, you can say, um, omen or belief system that was there. And then they used to do all different kind of things to purify the houses. So that was a sutak. So Maharaj out here, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is talking about the Sutak, what exactly the Sutak is. And because, Gurbani is all about talking about the mind. We all are stuck and thinking about that we are this physical body. And, that's the thing. I mean, even when we understand from Gurbani Guru tells us again and again that we are not physical body, but our mind still thinks that we are physical body. And the example is, we get annoyed with other people. We get into a lot of things. I mean, as you guys know, right, the hate comes, and then we start looking at the person in a bad way, to a level when when somebody gets angry, they try to hit each other and all that stuff, right? Because when people think that they are hitting each other, they are actually hitting the person. They are not, right? Because they are not the physical body. Yes, you can harm the physical body, even you can, pain, make him feel pain, but we are not the physical body. And the whole thing about the Gurbani is, till the time we will not separate ourselves, that okay, I am not this physical body, all sort of things will happen to us. All sort of things will happen to us. So let's get a deep dive into it. Very important that we understand this concept, because I have seen this is practiced today also at a lot of places. Even myself, even I was born in house rather than in a hospital, right, back in India. So these practices, and I've seen from my childhood, like my aunts and uncles and my parents used to practice this. When somebody is going to somebody's funeral, when they're coming back, they used to take all the bath from top to bottom. It was used to be a practice. Maybe you guys have also seen it at your houses or not, but this was a common practice. I saw, and they will take a hair bath from top to bottom because they want to purify themselves, right? Anyway, आओ जी, वाहिगुरु जी की कृपा. Let's start reading. श्लोक महला पहला. जेकर सूतक मनिए सब तै सूतक होए, गोहे अते लकड़ी अंदर कीड़ा होए, जेते दाणे अन के जियां बाज न कोए, पहला पानी जियो है जित हरिया सब कोए, सूतक क्यों कर रखिए सूतक पवे रसोए, नानक सूतक एव न उतरै, ज्ञान उतारे तोए. So here Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us that if we think that sutak exists, the impurity exists, then we all have the impurity, right? We have Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, like, we can make our physical body pure, we can take bath and we can do other rituals, but what about the mind? If you believe that there is something called sutak, then we all have sutak at all times, and our mind is impure all the time. And Maharaj is giving an example again. In India, in the olden days, even in today, some parts of the village, somewhere in India, they used cow dung, right? And obviously wood is used everywhere else in the kitchen as rather than gas or electricity for cooking, right? And obviously it's if it is a cow dung, the cow dung will have obviously some jeev will be there, some living stuff will be there, some insects will be there, some bacteria will be there, some viruses will be there. Same about the lakdi, as in same about the wood. So Maharaj is saying that even the worms are there in the cow dung, in the wood. So if you're talking about impurity and all that stuff, then as per that, even the cooking fuel which you are using has impurity. And Maharaj goes to the next level. Maharaj says, Jete dane anke jiyan baj na koe. Even the wheat which we use for cooking, even the wheat also, or the corn also, the any grains which we have, they also have a life, right? Even the seeds which we have, right? Because when we plant the seeds, these are the same seeds which you plant and they will grow up as a plant. So there is a life in there also, Maharaj is saying. So what are you talking about, that okay, somebody life has gone or life has come, and it has become impure, right? The birth rights and the death rights, right? So Maharaj is asking us, what are you talking about the impurity? Then everything has a life. And Maharaj is saying next, Maharaj is saying, Pehla pani jio hai, jit harya sab koi. First, the life comes through water. In the water, everything is made through water. And in the water, there are fishes also. In the water, there are so many different types of organisms also, right? And that water is used in the plants, in the agriculture, in the fields, and so that we can grow our plants. So Maharaj is saying, so if you believe in Sutak, Sutak kyo kar rakhiye, Sutak pave rasoye. Your kitchen uses all these items. Your kitchen use, the cow dung or a wood or a water or grains. Then your whole kitchen is impure. If you believe in the impurity, Maharaj says, Nanak utre, Nanak Sutak evana utre, Gyan utare toye. Maharaj says there's only one way the impurity can go away. It can only go away with the wisdom. Here the Gyan has anchored. Maharaj is talking about the Naam here. Maharaj is saying that with the Naam, with the spiritual wisdom, with the Bani of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, with the scriptures, then only your sutak will go away from your mind, because you are lacking a spiritual wisdom, and that's why you are you are a slave of these omens, right? So Maharaj is saying, have that gyan. And Maharaj will continue in the next one also. Mahalla pehla, man ka sutak lobh hai, jeva sutak kood, akhi sutak vekhna, partriya partan roop, kanni sutak kan pੈ, ਲਾਏ ਤਬਾਰੀ ਖਾਏ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੰਸਾ ਆਦਮੀ ਬੱਦੇ ਜੰਪੁਰ ਜਾਏ. Maharaj is saying, the biggest sutak, the biggest impurity of the mind is the greed, right? We have so much greed for other things, right? So when we see something, or when we see something with others, we want to have the same thing. If somebody is given something, we want it more, because our mind has the sutak. If we believe in sutak, then the biggest sutak we have is greed in our mind. Jeva sutakud, when we talk lies with other, when we speak falsehood, Then our tongue has a sutak, Maharaj is saying. Akhi sutak vekhna, partriya partan roop. Maharaj says our eyes have a sutak because our eyes are looking at our eyes are looking with lust, because when we are looking at other women and all that stuff with the lusty mind, then our eyes have that sutak. So Maharaj is saying you have lust, then your eyes have a sutak. So try to remove that sutak from your eyes. Kanni sutak kan pe, laye tabari khai. When we do a slandering and when we hear slandering and gossiping, right? Maharaj is saying when you hear slandering and gossiping of others, then your kan as in your ears have a sutak. That your ears become impure. Nanak Hansa Admi Badde Jampur Jaye. And what I was saying, you may be trying to remove the physical impurity from your body by taking baths and doing all sorts of superstitions. But if you are not doing anything to remove the sutak from your mind, what will happen? Nanak Hansa Admi Badde Jampur Jaye. Maharaj is saying, messenger of deaths, they will come and they will they will tie you with a rope to your Sukham Sharir, and they will take you to the Taramraj, to the next world, and they will beat you on the way. So Maharaj is saying, worry about the sutak, the impurity of your mind, and because of the impurity, you are not doing anything about it, and then you will be beaten by the germs, and when the day will come. ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਸਭੋ ਸੂਤਕ ਭਰਮ ਹੈ ਦੂਜੈ ਲੱਗੇ ਜਾਏ ਜੰਮਣ ਮਰਨਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ ਪਾਣੇ ਆਵੇ ਜਾਏ ਖਾਣਾ ਪੀਣਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੈ ਦੇ ਤੌਣ ਰਿਜ਼ਕ ਸੰਭਾਹੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਨੀ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਬੁਝਿਆ ਤਿਨਾ ਸੂਤਕ ਨਾਹੇ Mara says the biggest impurity we have is param, and all of us. Sabbo sutak, as in all. Everybody in this world has this sutak of param, a doubt. A doubt whether we are this physical body, whether we are mind. Sometimes we feel like, okay, we are a physical body. Sometimes we feel like we are mind, right? I says that's the biggest param. Understand that you live in this body, you are not this physical body, and that's why you will be always living in duality. Every action you will have, every thought you will have, will have two things in your head: duality, whether I should do this, whether I should do that, always that. So my is saying sabbo sutak param hai. All of us, we have the doubts and the params in our life. Jamman marna hukam hai, paane aave jaye. I think why you are saying that if somebody is born, your house becomes impure. Somebody dies in your house become impure. I says that's a hukam. That's a part of the hukam of Vaheguru. That's how the law is. Law is. Somebody one has to come and one has to go. Once the time has come, everybody has to go. There is nobody who can live forever. How come it becomes what you call the question about the purity or impurity? Jamman marna hukam hai. It is everything is in the law or in the hukam of Vaheguru, in the order of Vaheguru. It is part of the Pana. Accept that. Accept the Pana. Accept that this is going to happen. This is the will of Vaheguru. Pana as in the will of Vaheguru. ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੇ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੰਮਿਆ ਉਹਨੇ ਮਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ। It doesn't make any, if you have born, somebody is born, they will die one day. It is not going to become a case of a purity or impurity. And now Maharaj is talking about khana pina, right? Some people say, oh, this is pure, this is impure, this has been made by some low caste people, so this food becomes impure. I've seen these things from my own eyes, so I can tell you what you know, there are, we have discussed this in the past also. Sometimes, during olden times, pundits and all, they used to say, oh, this food is made by the low caste people, we can't eat it because they are lower in the society, lower in the class. If they have made something, it is impure, and that's why we cannot eat it. That's what I'm saying. Maharaj says, khana pina pavitr hai, ditton rizq sambahe. Maharaj has given the khana pina. We read it in Japji Sahib also. Asan loe loe pandar, jo kich paya so ekavar, kar kar vekhe sirjanhar. Maharaj has given the food and nourishment to all the people of this world. If it is coming through, how you will track from where the source of food is? Maybe the farmer or the laborer in the, who was used to cut the crops in your farm, maybe he was from the backward class, or from the lower class or a caste, whatever you believe in. And then he handed the food to the, maybe the upper caste person. And then when the upper caste person went into the market to sell the crop, again it was handled by the handled by the lower caste person. And it kept on going. So where would you track who handled your food? So Maharaj is saying food is always pure, so don't have doubts, don't have param in that. Because all the food which grow, all the food which is there is with the kirpa, with the blessing of Vaheguru. So khana pina pavitr hai, ditton rizq sambaye. Vaheguru ji is giving us. Nanak jinni gurmukh bujya, tina sutak nahe. If we will start understanding this, if we will start accepting all these things, that our mind is impure and we have to purify our mind. Sometimes we all go through these things, ups and downs in our lives. We do something which we don't want to do, and then what happens? The guilt comes. Let's say you were somewhere, right, and you didn't control your eyes, and you had lust in your eyes. It happened. You did the bad karam, the bad action. Forget about it. Move on, and make sure you don't do that thing again. Do a prayer and ardas in front of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj that I don't want to do this thing again. Ardas is the biggest thing. But if we keep on following up on that, keep on thinking anything, let's say you had a, greed, you acted as a greedy person, and again then you realize that, oh hey, I acted as a greedy person, I did something wrong. Yes, the bad action was there, the bad karam was there. Do the ardas benti. Vaheguru ji knows everything, and move on. Don't feel guilty. The five thieves, the panch chor, will always make you feel guilty. The idea is we don't repeat those things again and again. And even if we repeat it, sometimes it takes time, right? But that's why we have to make sure we make our mind busy in japing naam, in chanting naam. When we will chant naam, when we will try to listen to kirtan, when we will read the Gurbani and make our mind go into the path which is a Sattoguni path, a path of live, the path of love towards Vaheguru, slowly and slowly, these five thieves will lose their control on our mind. We will no longer be slaves of these five thieves. And but it is a slow process. So don't feel guilty. Try to increase your Sattoguni stuff. Be honest in your life. What good it is if we are jumping now, but we are not honest. See, Maharaj is talking about that even our ears get a sutak because we listen to gossiping and slandering. Many times people say, let you one should not do us gossiping and slandering. Ninda pali, kisi ki nahi, manamukh mugt karna. But what about listening to the ninda? That is equally bad. So don't stay at the place where the ninda is happening. Just move on. right? The way the gossiping and slandering is happening, don't stay there. Don't watch those TV shows or YouTube videos where the gossiping and slandering is happening. Because when we do that, what is happening is our mind will keep on going impure, 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 right? So be careful about that. Mara is saying once you will guess that, once you will understand that, and you will do Ardas Benti, and Vaheguruji will do Kirpa. And that's the body. That's the end of the 19th body. And that's where this 19th, right? 18th, sorry, Vaheguru. That's the end of the 18th body. Where Mara is saying, Satgur Vadda Kar Salahiya, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਸਹਿ ਮੇਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਦਰੀ ਆਈਆਂ ਜਾ ਤਿਸ ਭਾਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਮਨ ਵਸਾਈਆਂ ਕਰ ਹੁਕਮ ਮਸਤਕ ਹੱਥ ਧਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਮਾਰ ਕੱਢੀਆਂ ਬੁਰਿਆਈਆਂ ਸਹਿ ਤੁਠੈ ਨੌ ਨਿਧ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਸਹਿ ਤੁਠੈ ਨੌ ਨਿਧ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਵੱਡਾ ਕਰ ਸਲਾਹੀਏ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ Maharaj is saying, remember whenever you are doing the praises of Vaheguru, Vaheguru Ji is Vadda, greatest. Nobody is more greater than Vaheguru Sache Pasha. He is greatest and his praises are also great. So why we praise him? Because of his greatness. Why he is great? Because he look at all of us equally, all the living beings equally, everybody equally. He's not like, okay, oh, this is my best son and daughter, this is not. Even the manmukhs are equal. Gurmukhs, manmukhs, everybody is equal in front of him. He is standing next to us. Sade samne khlote Vaheguru Ji. He wants to hug us, but we are the ones, we go away from Vaheguru Ji. 80 Vaheguru to paase hatde hain. We go away from Vaheguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji is always and always Dayalu and Kripalu. What is Dayalu? Full of compassion, full of blessings. But we like to do a company of five thieves: lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, gossiping, slandering, hate. We don't want to do the Sangat of Vaheguru Ji. But if we will start doing praises, that this is the greatness of Vaheguru, that Vaheguru Ji is great and nobody is greater than Vaheguru Ji. That's how Maharaj is saying, that's a jukti, that's a technique. When we are jumping the naam, think about that. Have that thought before you start jumping. There's nobody who can listen to you. Vaheguru Ji is the only one who will stay with you forever. When we will start thinking that way, when we will do Ardas Benti in that mode, then Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Gurbani will take us away from these five thieves. The Naam will take us away from these five thieves. Seh mele ta nadri aiyan. And will come in the Sangat of Vaheguru Ji, and the Sangat will help us meeting Vaheguru Ji. That is so important, coming to the Sangat. If we think that the lust, greed, anger, attachment can be removed without coming to the Sangat, no, it will not happen. We have to come to the Sangat, chant the name in the Sangat, and then only we will be able to connect back to Vaheguru through Naam, through Shabad. Jatis Pana Ta Man Vasaya. So if you want to please Vaheguru, if we want to please Vaheguru, if we want to meet Vaheguru, that is the path. That is the path. Understand Vaheguru Ji is great. Understand he is Dayalu and Kripalu, the compassionate and a blissful, and nobody is greater than him. Jap Naam in the Sangat, without the Sangat, all the time, 24/7. Have a love in your heart for everybody. We will, Maharaj will, you will feel the hand in your in on your head from Vaheguru Sache Pasha. Kar hukam mastak hath tar vichon maar kadiyan buraiyan. The hath, the hand, the name, the naam, will, you will hear that naam, and all the buraiyan, all the bad deeds, all the impact of the five thieves, the Panj Chor, that will go away. They will die. Wherever is the Naam, these five thieves cannot come close to that. Remember that. And that's why when we have a lot of thoughts, when we have a thoughts of lust, greed, anger, at that point of time, just go in a room. Whenever you get these kind of a feelings, lusty, greedy, angry kind of a feelings, go into the room, close the room, do loud Simran. Why, Guru, why, Guru, why, Guru, why, Guru. That's the only way to make sure that you come out of these buraiyan. Only the Naam can take you out. And then when the Naam, when you will do this way, you will also hear the voice of Vaheguru in your ears loud. Because when your furne will be dead, and then you connect with that Naam, then you will literally feel like somebody is putting the hand on your head. And that somebody is nothing but Vaheguru. ਸੈਤ ਉਠੈ ਨੌ ਨਿਦ ਪਾਈਆਂ, ਸੈਤ ਉਠੈ ਨੌ ਨਿਦ ਪਾਈਆਂ, and then Vaheguru Ji, we will feel Vaheguru Ji has given us all the 9 prayers. 9 nidhiyan, 18 siddhiyan piche lagi. Then you will not be interested in all these different prayers. You'll get everything. You'll get the Naam. There are 9 nidhiyan, 18 siddhiyan. I'll post all 18 siddhiyan, 9 nidhiyan, what exactly it is. But you'll not be interested in that. Why? Because you will get the real treasure of Naam. When you get a real treasure of Naam, why you want the false things? Why you want the superpowers? You know, kids are always obsessed with the superpowers. Oh, you can fly. My daughter, and she watches this Avatar and all this serial, and that person is Avatar. It's an animation, right? He has powers, and all sorts of powers related to the 5 elements: air, water, earth, and fire. But all these are non-nidhiyan, 18 siddhiyan, right? Maharaj says that these non-nidhiyan, 18 siddhiyan will be behind you. And if you will start, and there's a bad thing about also is, when you get involved in this non-nidhiyan, 18 siddhiyan, Naam will not be there. Naam will slowly go away, because you will be so, again, that is attached to this physical things. It has nothing to do with the Vaheguru. But Maharaj is saying, Vaheguruji is saying that these will be very small things for you, the 9 prayers, because you will get the real prayer of Naam. And the taste of the real treasure is far, far, far more better, because it belongs to the Vadda, the great Vaheguru. Satgur Vadda. Nobody is above Satguru. ठीक है जी. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Who will volunteer for Simran today? Vaheguru. Who is going to volunteer today for the Simran? I have to go early today.
I can continue, Guruji, if you
Haji.
want.
Yeah. Just Penji, please go ahead.
Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah.